here with Life Pro. I am super excited with you today to share another one of our newest products to the lineup of our Allevared Red Light Therapy series. This is our Red Light Therapy Pro Mini belt. And so if you haven't had a chance to catch some of our videos, we featured a video just a few weeks ago with all of our new Allevared Red Light Therapy products. We have so many specialty products that just really bring home red light therapy to your convenience so that you don't have to go to a med spa or see a doctor or spend a lot of money in order to get a great innovative product that is going to yield the results that you're hoping for from the convenience of your home. And we are here to provide you with the leadership and the education so that you can get the outcome that you're looking for and you can live your best life forward. So with that being said, today it is about the Allevared Pro Mini Red Light Therapy Belt. Just finished a video just shortly ago about the Allevared Pro Micro, okay? So the difference, this is our Micro, this is our Mini, okay? So there's a big difference in the size of these, okay? Big difference in size, but still quite a bit smaller than the 50-inch Red Light Therapy Pro Elite belt. So wanted to make sure you got to see the Mini versus the Micro in size, because the Micro you can position inside the space of the Mini, and the Micro has a vibration feature. The Mini does not, but the Micro and Mini both have red light therapy, near infrared light therapy, a pulsed flashing feature, and have a lot of flexibility as far as portability, how you use them, how you put them on, how you apply it. They're both very, very lightweight, and both of them can fold up inside of basically a gallon-sized Ziploc baggie that you can stick in your purse, your briefcase, your console of your vehicle, gym bag, wherever it is you want to take it with you. It doesn't take up much room. Whereas the belt, the Allevared Pro Elite and Pro Original have 50 inches of circumference around. So gonna get into the Mini. Nope, the Mini. This is the Micro. We're going to get into the Mini and the details of the Mini and how to use the remote to the Mini, because the remote is a little tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is so worth the convenience. So without being further delayed there, the Mini is where it's at. So let's talk about what comes in the box. I have already unboxed this product, but when you get yours in your, when your postal guy delivers your product, whoops, fell out some of our stuff, our important stuff. You're going to have some different boxes that have all these different parts. Keep the box. It's like a really cool box. I'll tell you what, packaging nowadays, sometimes you get some really cheap stuff. This is a great little disguising box to hide some stuff in your house and nobody would know what to find in there. Maybe it's your cash box. I don't know. Don't throw away the box though. It's a really cool box. You're going to find inside the really cool box that I just dropped on the floor by accident, a piece of paper, a card that's really important. On the front of this is our quick reminder about our lifetime warranty. So if you have any trouble with your product, don't go to Amazon and leave a bad review. Give us a chance to make it right, because Life Pro really excels with extraordinary customer service. And if you're not getting extraordinary customer service, make sure and reach out to me, because I'm going to send that information right up the line. Talk to Joel, who is the CEO of our company, and make sure that he's aware that we got some customer service issues, because we want to take care of you. 800-563-6604 is the 800 number that you can reach us Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on weekends, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We do like to give some of our people some free time. So we are not 24 hours a day, but we try to be as close to that as possible. You can also email us, support@lifeprofitness.com, and you can also reach out to us on Messenger through our Facebook VIP group, as well as through Instagram. So lots of different outlets to communicate with us, but make sure that you use your smartphone, capture a photo of that QR code. When you capture that photo or pull up your smartphone, it will give you a website that you can tap on instead of actually taking a photo, and then you can register your product. Once you register your product, lifetime warranty. It is awesome. So make sure to take advantage of that. Now, on to the important stuff. We have the actual LED light therapy belt, okay? And just give me 1 second here. We've got 120. Yes, So we've got 120 lights that are on here, and these are triple LED intensity lights. So whereas the micro has double LEDs, this has got triple, and I'll show you how those all light up in just a second. On the outside of the belt, we have magnets, okay? And you're gonna see a plus and a minus there. And on the back of your control panel, we have magnets as well. Plus and a minus. You're gonna see there at the top, you can see it on the angle. You see a plus and a minus there. This, genius, magnetizes onto that, which is what controls this, okay? When you need to charge this, pull it off. We provide everything you need in order to charge. This will plug in to the C port at the top, plug it into your wall, and now we are live charging. If you happen to be away from home or everybody at the airport is using the plugins and you don't have access to that, if you have an external battery pack like this one that you can buy on Amazon, this is not a Life Pro product, but Life Pro does offer an external battery pack. And anytime that they've actually had them available, they sell out pretty quick. So if you need one of those, you can find that on Amazon. Plug it in, and it will show that it's charging. 89% battery is what we have now, plenty to last for a few days. So that's all you need in order to charge. We provide all of that in the packaging. Can you use this with other C-type products? Sure, absolutely. Don't try and operate your tablet device with this, so I can't guarantee it'll work, but we do provide everything you need in order to keep your product charged, actively, and running. We also have available in there a 43-inch extender strap, so that if the belt doesn't fit where you want it to, you can extend it and secure it into position, okay? So the whole idea is to have the LED chips where it's important without having to provide extra material that's a lot thicker in areas that's not as important to you. And this is, again, it's Velcro, so just stick it on there and put it on wherever you want it to go, and then affix the other end to it, and now we have a secure strap. And you can use this for a waist, you can use this across the shoulder. I'll get into that here in just a moment. So, but we do provide the extender strap. Super lengthy, 43 inches in fact, and works along really, really well with the 18 inches here and 8 inches wide. So 18 by 8. 18 end to end, 8 top to bottom, okay? And again, when it comes to the triple LED lights, we've got 120, whoops, missed the camera there, 120 triple LEDs, okay? Now, when it comes to the different levels of intensity, 4 levels of intensity, we've got 2.1 watts, 4.1, 6.5, and 9. So you're adding about 2 all the way through, but from level 1 to level 4 is 2.1 to 9 watts, okay? Our initial treatment time, by default, when you pull it out of the package, is 10 minutes. I have changed mine to a different time, and so when we turn mine on, it will not say 10 minutes because this actually has a very smart being in that it remembers your last treatment and kind of sets you up for that. So there's that. So we've got our belt, we have our charge cable, we have our battery pack and remote, we have the LED belt itself, and the most important thing in the whole box, don't throw it away, is the user manual. Why? Because the battery and the control panel are a little tricky at times, and if you want to know how to add time, how to navigate from the light intensity to the pulsed flashing feature, you're going to want to know how to use that if you can't have access to me on YouTube. So it shares with you the different levels of intensity. We have all the different features. It will explain to you the science behind the flashing light therapy, the pulse light therapy, and more importantly, acute versus chronic versus just doing maintenance, what the treatment parameters are, how many times a day, how much time for each treatment interval, and all that good stuff. All right there in that little booklet that you don't want to lose. And if you lose, then find me on YouTube and we'll get you through it, okay? So let's go ahead and start operating this so you can learn how awesome this Allevared Pro Mini belt is. So we're gonna put it right on those magnets. Okay, we have our power button, and I'm going to fold this back so you can see everything working. So we're going to push the power button here. Okay, so press and hold, and you're going to see all the lights come on. As soon as these come on by default, so right now it's showing 30 minutes, but yours timer, if you don't adjust it, is going to say 10. Okay, I've adjusted my timer. That being said, if you're wanting to adjust your time, the button next to the power button, the one that has 2 arrows, you're going to push it twice. Well, we ran into this last time. Wait for it. It's just going to go back to its time interval. So there's its time. Give it 2 clicks. There we go. So when it's flashing, you can change the time by just pushing the button. Okay, so and you have to push it every time. So if you want to go from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, you actually have to push it 20 times. It's not too bad though. And then once we get to our end game, okay, so there's 8, 9, there's 30. Hands off, and it'll stop flashing, and then boom, ready to go. So every time you turn it on, it'll go back to 30, okay? Now, right now, everything is all on. So all of these 120 LED light chips are all on with infrared and near infrared. I'm sorry, near infrared and red light, yes. So red light is going to be 660 nanometers. Our near infrared is going to be 850, okay? So, and I might be talking a language you don't understand. Don't worry about it. The lower the number, the more superficial the treatment. The higher number, the deeper it goes into the body. So if you're wanting to get down to the bone, if you're wanting to get deep into the joint, you're going to want to make sure you're using near infrared. If you're wanting to do more superficial, fine lines, wrinkles, stubborn fat, you're going to choose to go more with our red light therapy. But infrared and red light combined make for a beautiful outcome. So push the button, you're going to see red. That means all these light chips are red light, so 660 nanometers. If I push it twice, we have near infrared. That means all these lights are shadowing, meaning can't see, it's invisible to the human eye, but the lights are actually working. There is wavelength technology here, 850 nanometers, which is penetrating through at a deep level, but you cannot see it to the human eye. So it looks like it's broken, but as long as that's on, it's on. And then if we go A, then you get all 3. Or sorry, you're going to get so there's 3 modes. We have A, which is all. So you get all 120 LED lights that are not only near infrared, but they're also red light. Okay, 660 and 850 nanometers of light technology between those two. Okay, push the button, we get R, which is all red light, and then push the button again, we get all near, and then push it again, and it comes back to all. So that's all you need to know for that button. This button is the tricky button. Okay, so we push it once, it's going to give us our flashing feature. But wait, it went back to time. So when I push this again, it's actually going to say intensity, light intensity. So push it again, L1, 2, 3, there's 4. So that's the brightest. And you can tell I'm not wearing safety glasses because these are LED chips. If we had LED bulbs, like the big bulbs, we would have glasses on. But these are not going to hurt you if you're looking. You don't want to put your eyeballs like right up next to them. And you don't want to wear this on your face. This is not for a face. We have facial products just for red light and infrared light. So we push it again, and that's flashing. So we have 2 different levels of flashing. We've got 10 hertz, which is 10 flashes per second, and we have 40 hertz, which is 40 flashes per second, okay? So each time that you push that, it is a different level. We've got 2 different levels. If you go back to F0, that means the flashing is off. You can see that the lights are just barely flickering because they're flickering so fast, so many times per second, that it just looks like a little flicker, but it's actually on high mode. Okay, if I push it again, we're getting levels. Okay, so if you're wanting to turn the flashing feature off, you have to hit the L first, wait for it to go back to time, click on it again, and then quickly press on it again to F0. Goes back to time. Now we're back into our levels of intensity. Okay, so level 2, maybe we want the flashing feature, so we're going to go F0 to F1. Now we're flashing 10 flashes per second. Okay, now here's the thing. If you have a neurological condition, migraines, epilepsy, seizures, seeing different pressure points or orbs, or seeing stars, this is probably not ideal for you. In fact, it would be contraindicated. So you don't want to use this flashing around people who are sensitive to flashing lights. Not good for them. So we have to go back to time, and then we have to go back to our levels. So there, we're going to turn that off, and now we're back to F0, which means there's no flashing. So that's how we do that. I have mentioned this already before in some of our other pre-recorded series, but if you are on Accutane or derivative of, if you're on retinol A, if you are taking an antibiotic that is considered photosensitive, and you will know because on the outside of the label of the bottle, the pharmacist has to put that you have the potential to be sensitive in sunlight if you use that product. If you happen to be taking a medication or are using some kind of a topical, or you're doing something regarding facial care, if you are using something that is considered photosensitive or sensitive to sunlight, you are going to potentially have a not so pleasant reaction when you combine red light therapy, infrared light therapy with something that makes you photosensitive. Are you going to end up in a blistered burn? Probably not so much with this level, but we don't want you to have more inflamed skin or happen to have a bad reaction to the therapy because of medication. The therapy will not cause that problem to you. It is a combination of the medication responding. When you use the two together, the medication causes a side effect reaction. So if you are taking a photosensitive or sun-sensitive medication, talk with your physician first about using red light or any kind of photo wavelength type therapy, red light or infrared light. And if you are going to do it without your physician being aware of it, test it on a small area of your skin for about 5 minutes away from your face. Because if you're going to react, you're going to have a much deeper reaction near the facial neckline because of how our nerves are aligned. But we want to make sure that we're able to test it first. And less dose is better until you get that figured out, because we don't want to hear that you got burnt because you didn't listen to us. So, but again, the red light therapy, infrared light therapy will not burn you. It is the medication that creates a side effect because of that. So when you combine the two together. So that's how that works. So that is our Allevared Pro Mini. And again, if you're wanting to do, like, let's say we're gonna work with a shoulder, a word of recommendation: don't put your control panel on the back side. Put it on the front side so that you actually have access to it, okay? And so you can secure that Velcro right there, and then we can bring it up and over if you wanted to do it that way, or better yet, here's the easy way. You're gonna take it to the top first, okay? Do this a lot. I'm a sports medicine provider, so I do a lot of stuff with shoulders. So now you have a tail along the back, right? Isn't this awesome? So we have a tail, and now we're going to bring it up and around, and you can either go underneath the battery pack, or you can come right and hook up and under the top of the battery pack. But either way, don't cover your battery pack so you can actually see what's happening. But you can see my entire shoulder over the top. If I'm wanting to get more adjustability to the backside, if I'm having more trouble, like you can see this is actually radiating into my neck region, that's a plus. Okay, headaches, fatigue, foggy mind, irritability, those are all symptoms of autoimmune setting in. Red light therapy helps to reduce autoimmune symptoms. Can't cure everything, but it is referred to, red light therapy has always been considered as the medical miracle that's not in a bottle. It's like we want the magic pill, but we can't have the magic pill, so we just give you magic lights instead. If you have back pain, it's ideal if you go directly in contact with the skin, okay? So if we want direct contact with the skin, there is that. Bring this around, and you still have access to the battery pack. You can see the little buttons there, okay? But this stays nice and affixed, but you don't have this big bulky belt that you might have with some of the other types of products. So again, very user-friendly. If you're somebody who is trying to slim down in the front, thermogenesis works really well. It's a heat reaction, okay? But so does red light therapy, which is two totally different processes. So again, you're gonna wanna get it underneath the skin or underneath your shirt. You can just tuck your pants up over the top, and then you can secure everything in place using your belt. So there's a strap, and and this can go, the lights can go directly to your skin. They're not gonna burn you, okay, unless you are potentially taking one of those medications or using one of those creams. So you go directly to the skin, and then you can drop your shirt up over the top, and nobody even knows you've got one on, right? Well, it doesn't look that so simple, but it gives you an idea of how you can use it in so many different versatile ways. You can use it around the hips. You can use it if you got a little hip bursitis, little hip pointer, just if you're an athlete, football player, nasty bruise, have a really nasty bruise. This will accelerate recovery on a nasty bruise in no time. So strap it on there, bring it around, and then affix it just like that. So now we got it on the hip. Okay, so many different ways you can use it. There's just, these are so handy, and we make so many specialty red light therapy products. We make one for the foot, one for the nose, for the mouth, for the neck, for the hair. So if you're having hair loss, we make a ball cap that's loaded with hundreds of LED lights. There's just no end to our Allevared line of products. So head over to LifePro's website, lifeprofitness.com, and you'll find under recovery, you'll find light therapy and sauna therapy. Infrared is a form of sauna therapy, or sauna therapy should say sauna therapy is a form of infrared light therapy. And we have a lot of different spectrum saunas that are in production. If you don't already have one of our sauna blankets, one of our freestanding saunas, we now have a sauna tent. We've got a red light therapy blanket that has thousands of these lights. So many different options. Little red light therapy torch that looks like a little flashlight. You can just go like tennis elbow here on the outside, just stick it right there for 5 minutes and it'll heal up in no time. If you have questions on how to apply some of the red light therapy products to an orthopedic concern of yours, or you've got neuropathy, or there's just different areas of your life, health and wellness wise, that you're trying to enhance for greater, faster recovery, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Again, if you go to our Life Pro VIP Facebook group, there are a lot of us that are constantly commenting on how you can apply different types of our products for therapeutic benefits, so that you don't have to go see a therapist or a physician, don't have to go to a med spa. You can do it all from the convenience of your home. There's a lot of great success stories of how some of our customers have achieved great outcomes with just a little bit of our advice, and they just kind of find what works for them. What works for them might work for you, and it's a great community to interact with and meet new people. So don't hesitate to head over there, because all you have to have in order to be part of the group is a LifePro product. And then once we approve you, you're in. And if you're not into the Facebook thing, then make sure and follow us on Instagram, because we're always providing tips and tricks, not just LifePro, but all kinds of different things, nutrition and mental health, just a lot of different things that we try and cover to bring out the best version of you possible, because you can't do it on your own. And when you know you got a team behind you and you've got other people who are chiming in and trying to celebrate you, although you can't be in the room with them, you can be in spirit with them. And I tell you what, it will make a huge difference in how your body heals and how you mentally recover with moments of adversity. And I like to say adversity is just, sometimes it's God's form of resistance training for us, where we just have to figure things out because it's going to make us grow and it's going to make us a better person. So I wish you the best today. And again, if you want to learn more about some of our products, if you have trouble with figuring out how to use your remote, there's another video that's out there called the Allevared remote tips and tricks. Basically, you go to YouTube and type in Allevared Pro remote, and I'll just teach you how to use the remote by itself, so you don't have to listen to all the other stuff. But we're so grateful for you, and super excited to visit with you in our next video. So I'll look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful day.